Hey there, are you finding it challenging to keep everything mobile around the shop so it's quick and easy to set things up? Daniel Hartman, Community Machinery, another shop improvement update. Now, I've professed my love for the pump cart in previous videos. Here's another addition to that. Got this hydraulic power pack in the background here. You can see how we've nested it way underneath the stairs where it's out of the way, but it's not in its final home. And the thing is heavy, heavy, heavy. It's full of hydraulic fluid, lots of steel, and we just created this little pallet with a couple blocks and a sheet of plywood, but the plywood does not extend all the way out past that fork, which keeps it nice and compact. It's just not the best for moving it around if we were moving it every day, but for the amount we're moving it, perfectly fine. Now, you get other small stuff, like we've got this regenerative blower here we're doing some rebuild on. It's easy to put this on one fork and wobble it around with a pump cart. It's challenging to get bigger stuff to put on one fork because this thing's only really on three wheels and it'll lift up because there's nothing counterweighting the other side. So it's a learning curve with these things. Always, you get a forklift like that, you're not just gonna swing that around the shop easily. And it's not everyone that's gonna run a forklift either. So that's the first improvement, is just being able to move stuff around like that. Small pallets, pump cart. You don't have to think about wheels on everything, which would just be a crazy use of time anyway. Next improvement, we had rigging in different spots around the shop. There wasn't a nice way to hang it up. We'd been using these S-hooks, and what we had been doing is just hanging them in the holes in this metalware racking. So basically what we did, just took a piece of flat bar, drilled a couple holes in the end. You can see right here, we've got a 5/16 bolt that holds it on. And that allows us to get all these different S-hooks. And there's some things that are overlapping, some rigging we don't use that often. You can see there's this flat belt chain here. Got that way in the back. Who knows when that'll ever get used. Anyhow, this one's for good homekeeping. Now, we also did a couple little modifications on this end. We screwed this piece of wood, so it gives a place for the clipboard, which lists a lot of where the inventory is and all the different boxes, and health and safety manuals, good things to have. And this foam core is also a handy thing, just happened to be around because this used to be a sign shop. And all you need to do is just tap it over top of the clips that come out at the end of the metalware shelving, which is a nice, easy way to hold it on. So that's all I can say for shop improvements for now, but you want to hit that subscribe and the bell notification button because hopefully sooner than later, we're going to be making some hanging racks to roll underneath some of those cabinets there to hang up things like welding extension cables and all the rigging stuff, chain hoists, come-alongs, clamps, and there's a couple other things that have just been a pain that are always taking up space they don't need to or hard to access. So we've got a system that just popped into my head today. So I'm going to start sourcing out some material, and also got a couple other cool projects. They're going to be on the go. Found this surplus 3 horsepower blower here. It's a pretty cool unit. It's got a nice ball door motor on it. That's going to be really nice for making some kind of a dust extraction, dust collection system. Hopefully hook it up to a sweet cyclone to take the dust out before it gets to the blower. So that's going to be happening at some point, and still working on some other, we got that welding and fume extractor, and crazy story that I'm not going to get into that'll be about some other welding and fume extractor stuff. So if you're doing much welding in a shop, I'll put that in a whole separate video. But until next time, share any challenges you've had with getting your shop organized, and if we can, we'll do a video about that, as well as keep your thinking cap on. We're all in it together. One of these days, we're all going to be living it up, working on our dream projects in our shop where everything is ready to go all the time. Take care.